Just 50 miles from Spokane, Washington, the Silverwood theme park is as unique as it is fun. It attracts nearly 350,000 visitors every season, and it's getting more popular and bigger every year. They come to ride some of the fastest roller coasters in the country, including one that goes underground and actually reaches speeds of up to 60 miles an hour. They come for the wet and wild splash of the water rides. They come for the beautiful scenery. And they come to ride a full-size classic narrow-gauge train called the Silverwood Central. Gary Norton, a local inventor and entrepreneur, founded Silverwood in the late 1980s with money he had made in the computer business. It began as a unique showcase for vintage trains, planes, and automobiles, built nearly single-handedly by a man who both loves and respects the history of transportation.
Well, I like theme parks. I always enjoyed theme parks and being around them and having fun with and I spent a lot of time in Disney and other parks, not just enjoying the park, but sitting there watching, seeing what made it tick, you know, and watching the operation side of it. And I didn't think I was going to build a park at that time, but then this started. The idea just kind of grew. Oh, I like the mechanical end of it. I enjoy the simple mechanics of the old engines and some of the old aircraft. It was interesting to fly all the old airplanes that I did, and it was a great deal of interest working on the train. I enjoy getting in the middle of this in the machine shop and making parts for it, and it was a lot of fun laying the rail. I mean, that was an interesting story in itself. We didn't know much about laying rail, and we started putting it down with spike hammers, like we saw the movies of old Chinese doing it originally. And we found out that's not the way to do it. We killed everybody we had in the first 4 or 5 hours the first day, and we figured, well, with 3 miles to go and we only went maybe 60 feet and everybody was dead, there must be a better way to do it. So then we found out about jackhammers and other ways to put down a rail, and eventually we got it all down.
The Silverwood Central Railroad fits perfectly into the Victorian mining town motif of this beautiful park, a place that brings to mind a simpler and less hurried age. The train is pulled by old number 7, a Porter 262, which was originally built for the Eureka and Palisades Railroad in Nevada. Norton bought it at auction.
It was an auction. It was being sold. It was Disney was bidding on it. They wanted it for their theme parks, a number of other people on it. But I said, I'm leaving with that train, and that's what we did. The train, a lot of old antique cars, and some track, and didn't know what I was going to do with it. Just shipped it up here, and then just started planning from there.
If number 7 is resting, the train is pulled by locomotive number 12, a 1928 Baldwin 262, which was originally built to haul sugarcane for a railroad in Hawaii. No matter which one is doing the work, you can just sit back and enjoy. If you love trains, and you love history, and your kids love to have fun, you have a golden opportunity to find all three at Silverwood Theme Park in northern Idaho.
If you're planning a nice long summer trip to the Northwest, we might also point out that the Canadian border is just 90 miles north of Silverwood. Thanks for being with us, and please join us next time for more Tracks Ahead.